structure is likely to fail, some of the lifelines, some of the water, the aqueducts, some of the roads. And so that's something that we need to take steps to strengthen because we know that we're going to have an earthquake on the San Andreas Fault. The probabilities of that are very high. Earthquake, although nowhere near a magnitude 9.
And let me ask you before we let you run out of time here, when that earthquake does hit, what type of tidal wave action would we potentially see?
Well, the San Andreas Fault is not, it's an inland fault. It's not offshore, so it would not generate a tsunami. But Southern California does have some tsunami risk, either from distant earthquakes, like the tsunami that came from Japan, fairly small, just a little damage, or from, we do have some offshore faults. We also have faults that are close to shore, like the Newport Inglewood Fault, which could generate a submarine landslide that would cause essentially a big splash. A local allow much warning time. Nothing as large as what we saw in still quite damaging.
Very good, Doctor. Thanks for joining us.
Very welcome.
All right.
Okay, to learn more about the impact.
Disaster, watch a special here on PBS SoCal.
The Nova special is called Japan's Killer Quake. It airs Wednesday, March 30th at 9 p.m. right here on PBS SoCal.
Well, began as an after-school arts program at Los Alamitos High School. That was an alumni, more like an award show. Kids who've gone on to leading roles way in television.
But the most recognized name these days, Matthew Morrison, brought his star power and talents to the Orange County High School of the Arts annual gala in Irvine. Matthew chatted with our very own Maria Hall Brown.
Matt, I talked to you a couple years ago. You told me that the passion of the Orange County High School of the Arts made such a huge difference. Obviously, in the last 2 years, your life not a passion.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's been a crazy couple of years. I think the last time I talked to you, I had just gotten Glee, or I was just about to start it, and from then to now has been quite a ride, quite a learning experience. Coming from the Broadway stage, going to this television monster. It really is a monster. It's I didn't think the show would actually be anything. It's so fun. We all thought, a musical television show on Fox with kids singing and dancing. I just didn't think it had we'd get like a niche kind of audience, but now it's this global phenomenon, and it's been quite a ride.
Could you have ever prepared yourself for the kind of attention that you were going to get? Obviously, you went to school, you have a lot of talents, you made sure that you focused on your abilities, but this ancillary attention must be unbelievable.
Yeah, it's hard to walk down the street now without getting mobbed or getting pictures taken and stuff, and you kind of lose your anonymity in your life a little bit. But I'm happy this all happened now. I'm in my 30s, and I got to live out my 20s and kind of be fun and crazy, and now I'm pretty much a homebody now anyway, so it's good. But I mean, being at that level of height of fame, I guess, the most important thing was this high school that I went to. It's a phenomenal place, and I definitely wouldn't play without it.
I was going to ask you that very thing, because so many people are tugging on tails, wanting you to do things for it, and this still hold such an in your heart that you were willing to come back, not only just to be here, but to perform with the kids.
Yeah. I remember when I was in high school here, and this woman, Susan Egan, who was a graduate of, I think, 88 or something, she was Belle in Beauty and the Beast. She came back and worked with all those kids, and it was like, at the time, it was the most amazing thing, and I'll never forget that experience. And I just taking her lead, and I think it's something to come back here and maybe give a chance to these kids and say to them, I was you, and this can happen, and you just really work hard, and but the school really sets up that foundation.
And what would you have done had you not been at the Orange of the Arts? Do you think your career would have gone where it went?
No, it definitely won't. I mean, if I hadn't gone to New York and had the success I had there, I probably would have come back to teach at the Orange County High School of Arts. But I hadn't gone to the Orange County High School of Arts. I mean, actually, my junior year of high school, I was kind of riding the fence between arts and athletics. I was really big into soccer. and I think I would have, tried to be a professional soccer player.
All right. Well, that was a scoop. You heard it here. And I know everyone out there is incredibly jealous that I am spending time here with Matt Morrison. But jealous, talented, charming, and a really nice guy. In Irvine, I'm Maria Hall Brown, Real Orange.
And the Orange County High School of the Arts Gala raised more than $850,000 for the school.
As usual, in a little bit, a couple of auction items, by the way, which sold for 25 grand each, included a visit to the Glee set. And Matt joked that he would throw in a free shoulder rub.
Oh, do you give the shoulder rub or you get the shoulder rub?
He would be giving it to them.
Either way. Gas prices in the county public transit system attractive, more alternative to cost-conscious consumers.
Some folks are already all aboard with the idea. Pat Haslam joins us now with more. Patrick.
Hello, Ed. Hi, Dan. Make no mistake about it, as the price of gasoline goes up, a lot of drivers are powering down their automobiles and using public transportation. A lot of people find that buses work quite well, while others like the comfort, convenience, and money you can save by taking a train. Either way, it's all about saving a few bucks.
I mean, come on, from us coming from Orange County all the way to Corona, I mean, we would have spent, what, 25 for $14.50. We both got on a train. We got to go to our destination.
With no traffic?
No traffic at all.
Yeah, no traffic. We don't want to sit in traffic for 2 hours each way. Saves us. We get to relax, enjoy ourselves, and
Spend more time together.
yeah.
To avoid the mercurial increases in fuel costs that can hit at a moment's notice, the Orange County Transportation Authority buys its...
We have
Place natural gas, CNG, and we have contracts in place that fix the price ahead of time.
Not only does $4 a gallon gasoline cost people to take a bus or a train, but interest in carpooling and vanpooling definitely picks up.
One of the best ways to save is on public transit. Taking the train, taking the bus, even doing things like carpool are great ways to beat the price at the pump.
Now, whenever there is a serious increase in ridership, agencies like the OCTA and Metrolink are ready.
If we have a fleet of 40 buses that are on standby, if we need to put them into service, we will increase the amount of passengers that are allowed on a bus. Right now there's a 38-seat bus, and we can increase that to 57, allowing more people to stand on the bus. We monitor the routes on a regular basis as well, and if we see increases in certain areas, we can redeploy some of our buses to help pick up that slack.
There are also some rather practical advantages to using public transit.
It's great without traffic. You can actually sit and enjoy your time versus arguing or yelling at they won't let you get over.
In case you've had it with the price of gasoline and interested in public transit, you can call 636-DE or simply go to OC.net. And Ed, that's your story.
I've had it, Pat.
So have we all.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Patrick.
Spring is in the air, the bees are buzzing, and tax season is about to go into full bloom. You're here to make sure everything comes up rosy with your return. Instead of you getting stung, Mike Tater worked hard on that. Internal Revenue Service voicing Raphael Toledo. So have you back with us, Raphael. And,
Pleasure to be part of your garden.
and you can also see the blog in the Orange County Register, too, I might add. The deadline for filing this year is different. When is it and why?
April 18th. You got an extra weekend to do your return. Procrastinate. Do your return. Because of this holiday in the District of Columbia called Emancipation Day, and it does date back to 1862. Basically, the people in D.C., the folks there, get a holiday which falls the next day, which goes to Monday, the next business day. Anyway, and that applies to all of us. So the bottom line is you get an extra weekend this year.
What are some of the items that perhaps people should look a little closer at that might be overlooked?
Oh boy, so many different things. Credits and deductions that are overlooked include something like the earned income tax credit for lower to moderate income taxpayers, the savers credit is something a lot of folks miss, which is a credit given to you, also for lower to moderate income taxpayers for saving for your retirement, child independent care credit, day camps for school for children under age 13. Anything you can think of that is part of your situation that you save paperwork for, do check it out, because you should take advantage of any credit or deduction that's there for you, including all the legislation, by the way, we had last year in 2010 that may apply for you on your return here when you do your return. So lower your bill, increase your refund, that kind of thing.
The IRS is reaching out to taxpayers. How's that going?
We have this posture we began a couple of years ago where we understand where the economy is. We understand that taxpayers are struggling. We understand that taxpayers for the first time, for example, are thinking, geez, I got a balance due. I can't pay it. We've made some fundamental changes in the lien process, for example. We realize that's the case. Let us know. Be proactive. Do file a return. If you can't full pay the balance due, do let us know. Let us be proactive. Be proactive with the IRS. Let us know about it. Let's set up an installment agreement. Let's work with you as a taxpayer to take care of your obligation at the same time with the IRS so we can settle it as best for you and for the government.